Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Hey, with these temperatures, these cool temperatures at night, I've got my long coat on now when I'm walking outside. Like, okay, it's that
You're
season.
The fall style.
That's right.
Nice.
Outerwear.
Very sharp.
You know.
Very, very sharp. He's also very good at the food prep game. I am lost. Let me tell you, I forgot my sweater. I'm going into crock pot season where I'm like, I don't know, throw it all in because it's getting
Throw
cold.
some ribs in there, right?
Keep it
Why
easy,
not?
just like anything at this point. But we're going to feel chilly tonight, and it really does change your pattern just a little bit. Okay, we had some amazing, amazing videos and photos sent in, but I want to show you the snow because I talked about it yesterday. We forewarned you that above 7,500 feet it would happen, and then our Nelson Peak camera caught it. And I'm like, yes, that is a win. It was quick. We had some light precipitation this morning, and then the clouds streamed through over the Salt Lake Valley. I just love a good time lapse, and that really puts our day into perspective. Web submissions, abc4.com, really easy way to submit your photos. Had one tonight that looks great. Mark Hemsworth emailed us. We love the Hemsworth family down in Iron County with that sunset. Scott Taylor catching some different great views from the Great Salt Lake. Really, really pretty pop of color. He was out at Saltaire. And then the Manels. I appreciated you guys. The Shutterbucks. I love that. And we did see the cloud cover moving through Iron County tonight. And we always appreciate your weather photos. There were so many good ones. This is the time of year where it gets really great. Okay, so that high pressure wanted to fill in quickly behind the cold front. It moved through, brought in cooler air, and then it was like, let's settle down. No, we don't get to. As you see the cloud cover behind it starting to build into the northwestern corner of the state, and there in the corner of your screen, there's another cold front. That's our trailing wave that we've been forewarning you about that's going to bring a shot of cooler air as we head into our Friday. Time-lapse video coming from our Black Desert Sky Cam shows clouds to start the day and then clear skies to end it. 60 degrees for the high in Salt Lake. Again, we hit that at 12:15 a.m. So that was a midnight high. 50s in Logan, 60s for the I-15 corridor, 75 in St. George. Cooler than where we have been. And that northerly flow, it makes you feel that way. Temperature change in the last 24 hours tells the weather story. 22 degrees cooler in Provo than where we were at this point yesterday. The West Desert impacted. We started to see it on the eastern side of the state, but look at Salt Lake at 18 degrees cooler. That cold front came in and it did its job. It didn't bring a lot of moisture, but gosh, we felt the change. 40s expected as we head into the overnight. Partly cloudy skies to begin, but as we get closer to the early morning commute, that's going to become mostly cloudy skies. So the clouds are going to increase and precipitation potential for your Friday favors Cache Valley, the northern Wasatch Front. Now, this isn't a huge chance, but there is a chance you see an isolated shower moving through with the passage ahead of and behind that incoming front. Our futurecast kind of shows the timing of it all. There's our high pressure, short-lived tonight. Clouds increase, and then boom, it slides right through. And behind it, towards Brigham City, Corinne, Garland, Cache Valley, some showers show up on the model here. But that also extends into Ogden. So as some showers move over the lake, we could be a little unsettled. A lot of that focuses on southern Idaho, but towards Bear Lake and in Cache Valley, we have the chance of a shower. Dry conditions to follow after that. Most of the state tomorrow will stay dry, but we're also going to stay on the cooler side with that reinforcing shot of cold air. It just means that we're setting up the weekend with numbers right around average or slightly below. Let me show you why. We've got that area of low pressure with the moisture and the cold front that came through. That clears. Here's our reinforcing shot. That's going to bring in cooler air and some clouds to northern Utah to start the day and through the afternoon. After that, high pressure wants to build. That bridge of high pressure is going to build throughout the west. It acts as a storm block, and it's going to allow for a warming trend as we head into our Saturday, Sunday, and then into next week. For a bulk of next week through the midweek, really quiet conditions. That high says no thanks. We're pretty okay with stagnant weather. But here's where we start to get some hope. We're looking at the development of a low off in the Pacific. That could be our next wet weather maker. And this low could move in and change the weather pattern in the Beehive State. While we've been above average with dry conditions, we could really shift gears here and go for wet weather. And our 6 to 10 day outlook lines up with that. So here we are, November 12th, with wetter than average conditions throughout Utah and coincidentally, the entire West. So that means we break down that ridge of high pressure and we bring in a pattern shift that comes with wet weather, snow for our mountains, rain for our valleys. And here's why I say that. The temperature outlook that coincides with that 6 to 10 day is warmer than average, and that will play with precipitation type on the valley floor, but it still means that the high country could get some snow. So the pattern shift is coming. As we look at those 50s for tomorrow, we're staying on the cooler side with mostly cloudy skies, 50s and 60s on the eastern side of the state, 74 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days in Washington County, gorgeous conditions, plenty of sunshine, dry conditions in the southern half of the state. It's going to be really nice. Wasatch Front warms things up with the help of high pressure. Chance of maybe a stray shower tomorrow, but overall pretty quiet until that pattern shift, which I'm going to say it's coming.